Hey, howdy, hey. Editing Jamie here. This video was very hard to film because there was a lot happening at the bridal bazaar. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'll show you behind the scenes, and then at the very, very end, I will give you all of my tips and tricks to take into going to a bridal bazaar. I just couldn't communicate them while we were there. It was a lot, there was a lot of people, and we were so fortunate to have a bunch of couples to talk to. But that also meant that picking up my camera was really hard. So stick around to the very end and we'll talk about tips for managing, surviving, and thriving at bridal expos. Well, hello lovely humans, and welcome back to my channel. Today is the San Diego Bridal Bazaar, and I figured I would film a little behind the scenes for you guys. For those of you who have never been to a bridal expo, you can kind of see a little sneak peek. And then, you know, because I know you guys do enjoy some behind the scenes videos, I figured I'd just take you guys along with me. I have stepped outside the convention center because it's very loud in there. Just to do a quick little intro, it is 9:45. They're gonna start letting brides in the next 15 minutes or so. Our booth is basically almost done. I have not had enough caffeine yet. And I left the monitor, because I have a slideshow that I really wanted to play, just like photos of weddings that we've done. I left the monitor at home on my dining room floor. So my sweet husband is running around trying to find one for me, and everything opens in 15 minutes. Just because I'm a planner doesn't mean I always plan everything perfectly, okay? All right, let's get on in there. Oh my goodness, now it's a party. Oh wow. I was like ditching Heather behind me. We just ran out to do some promo videos for the Union podcast, which was very exciting. And now we're going back to the booth. It's there, but there's actually people in here now.
There are people here now.
It was a little barren earlier. Alright y'all, we are now 2 hours in. How are we feeling?
Okay.
Great, how are your feet?
Alright.
Mine are really bad. So we figured we'd just pop on and say hi. We've had the wonderful opportunity to actually meet a few viewers. I got teary. They got teary. It's been a moment. We've been having a great time so far. So I figured I'd get you guys set up with a time lapse so you can kind of see a little bit of what's happening in the booth. Yeah, but I haven't checked in a little bit, so I figured I'd say hi. Say hi, everybody. There it is. Photo booth, you guys. And then really nice porta potters. Those are always a win at events. I don't even know if you can hear me over this music. Obviously they've got the whole fashion show going on right now. There's just so much happening. Am I walking into a corner to film? Yes I am. There's just so many people, it's a lot. Which is something to keep in mind when you come to a bridal bazaar or come to a bridal expo, is come in with a game plan. Because it can be really overwhelming. Lots of lights, lots of sounds, and when you don't know exactly what you're looking for and you just kind of sign up for everything, then that means that you're gonna be getting a lot of emails in your inbox. So if you do contemplate going into a show, definitely prepare yourselves, kind of go in with a game plan, have an idea of the vendors that you're looking for, instead of just going in and hoping the expo tells you what you need. Because then you'll see multiple photographers, you'll see multiple different venues, you'll see, I'm standing in front of a baker's booth right now, all of which are very cool. But make sure that you have a little bit of a game plan going into it, otherwise it gets crazy. And speaking of crazy, so many people have come up and said hi. I've cried multiple times today. So if you've come by my booth and said hi, thank you. Thank you so very much. So I'm gonna keep showing you guys around the rest of the Bridal Bazaar and kind of like breaking it down just a little bit more. Really, really cool transportation idea. Of course, if you're looking for more specialty rental. Oh, cute. Okay, so you guys know me. Totally drawn in his booth for the houseplants. Look at this. Look how cute this is. Super smart to have some of her prints all blown up. This is so fun. I need to step up my game, you guys. Oh my goodness. I mean, honestly, look at this thing. It's beautiful. I have got, look, the stools are gorgeous. She's got plenty of walk space. That table's genius. I love this booth. Okay, you guys, this is genius. It's called Married Livestream, and basically you can live stream your wedding if someone isn't able to make it. How sweet and tender is that? Also, brilliant logo. That is so cool. Okay, if you guys want to check them out, marriedlivestream.com. That's so cool.
Is it recording? Yep.
Yes, excuse me.
It's all good.
Sorry to hijack the pitch.
It's all good.
And I saw them and I was like, should I go up and say hi? They're like, yes. And I was like, should we film it? And they're like, yes. I'm like, cool, good job. Thank you very much. Look at that beauty.
Oh my god, we're so dumb. Can't be responsible for getting your camera out. Well, now I guess I'm here still. Hey guys, I'm not leaving. I'm hanging out.
Guess
I'm hanging out here. Oh, that's right. I gotta look down here.
You do.
I'm filming.
You can't look at yourself in the viewfinder. That's how
can't?
this works. Someone came to the Bridal Bazaar. He'll be filming his own video. So if you've not already subscribed to his channel, you should definitely go check it out.
I should do this for your channel too.
What?
I'm really new at this. Hold on. Let me get mine back out. Oh, by the way, guys, if you are not subscribed.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Oh, hi. Hi. No, I'm just running. We're running with that. Wait.
What?
Time up Jamie's video and our video right now, and you will be watching in 3D.
Whoa! This is the dumbest thing we've ever done.
All right, I need to leave.
Okay. So basically the whole reason that Dave is here today is one, because he's filming a video obviously for his channel that I had mentioned, but two, we have a really, really large project that we're working on, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. It's gonna be massive.
It's gonna be huge. We don't have really anything to say yet because we still need to film it, flesh it out, title it, everything, but it's gonna be a big one.
Something epic this way comes. That's all we got. That's all we got for now. We don't even know what we're calling it.
So make sure you're subscribed to JW Coordination, Amari Productions.
Yep.
Because we're about to get down. Also, I just stole this whole teaser and filmed it on my video camera as well.
You're mooching. You're content mooching.
I'll just go ahead and copyright strike it. I'll upload it first, and then I'll copyright strike it.
Work with your friends, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Hashtag community over competition.
You guys, that is a wrap for the first Bridal Bazaar, January 2020. We are so joyfully tired. It's been a long day. A huge thank you to everybody who came out. Now we're probably gonna film tearing all of this gloriousness down. But I think we're at the point where like, we don't even care that we're tearing down. Like we'll throw all of it away. Yes. Our feet hurt. I put on sneakers.
Shoes.
Like, we're putting on sneakers with our fancy clothes. So I'm actually gonna get you guys set up with a little quick time lapse of the teardown. I may not actually end up using it. We'll find out in editing, won't we? It was a very full and very fun day, but that really made me think y'all need some do's and don'ts going into something like this, because if I'm a vendor and I'm stationary and I'm overwhelmed by the amount of activity, and I've done this before, I can't imagine what it would be like for a bride or a groom who are going into a situation like this. So here are a couple do's and don'ts when it comes to bridal expos. Do have a game plan. And I know I mentioned this earlier in the video. Be sure that you know what kind of vendors you're looking for when you go in, because it's very overwhelming. There are a bunch of different options, and all of a sudden you might be tempted to sign up for a photo booth that may not be in your budget because you think you're gonna get a discount on it, which is great, but make sure you have a plan going into things. Next, don't expect to get everything taken care of at a bridal expo. It's a great thing. You will find some fantastic vendors, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to find all of your vendors. So I wouldn't go in with a game plan to tick every single vendor off your list, because that is probably gonna be too difficult to do in the span of time that you have there. Even though this one was open for 6 hours, I could not imagine being a couple going through and like trying to get a venue, trying to get a photographer, all those kinds of things. It's more of like having an experience with these vendors and then continuing the conversations later. Almost like a meet and greet, if you will. Do take advantage of discounts. Most of the vendors there are savvy enough to know that if they offer some sort of discount, percentage off, or maybe adding an extra hour to their package, whatever, what have you, it'll incentivize people to book with them. And we did a raffle. We absolutely did a raffle to incentivize people to sign up and book with us. And it is a great way to save a little bit of money on a package that you're probably gonna book with somebody. So as long as you like the person, maybe take advantage of that discount, because why not? But in that same thread, definitely don't sign up for a raffle or a prize with a vendor that you are not interested in booking, or a vendor that is not in your price range. I did do a raffle and I had a couple of people say, oh, you're, unfortunately that's not in our price range. And that for me was, I mean, it's fine, but we did have our pricing listed and we had a whole price sheet for people to look at. So they were just kind of blindly entering, it feels like. So that's my recommendation to you. Don't waste your time, don't waste the vendor's time signing up for a raffle that even if you win, you're not interested in booking. Next, have labels ready. And this one is, I've seen a couple of people do this and it's so genius. You know those like mailing labels? Print up a sheet or two of those with your name, your wedding date, your budget, your guest count. So when you're running around from booth to booth and you want to sign up for a lot of these raffles, if they're the type of vendor that you're looking for and or within your budget, slapping on a sticker is a whole lot faster than handwriting everything out. So that I thought was genius. I saw a couple of brides doing that and it just saved their hand from cramping. They knew what they wanted, they were there with a game plan, and they had stickers ready to go, and then all they had to do was fill in a little bit more information. And then the very last one, it's not a do or a don't, it's just prepare yourself. You will likely be hit with an onslaught of emails from vendors after the expo has happened. It's all a part of the marketing system, and it is smart on behalf of the expo to hand out your email addresses to all the vendors that are there. But that does mean that you might be receiving a bunch of emails from vendors that you might not have even talked to. So this is why it's a great reason to have a separate wedding email to direct all of these to, so they're not clogging up your regular inbox with inquiries, raffles, discounts, whatever, what have you, from wedding vendors. So again, I totally understand. I love it when they send out the email list, because that gives me an opportunity to reach out and talk to absolutely everybody who I didn't get a chance to meet at the Bridal Bazaar. But basically, I felt like I couldn't leave the video where it was without giving you some do's and don'ts at the very end. I absolutely loved going to the Bridal Bazaar. It was so good to see so many viewers It was so touching. I mean, we're like a week later and I'm still so overwhelmed by all of it. So if you guys are on the market for a couple of vendors, I highly suggest checking out an expo. Don't forget the do's and don'ts though that I just listed off, so you are really, really well equipped going into this and you know exactly what you're gonna get out of it. That's all we have for this week's video, folks. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoy our little change of scenery. I basically just needed to tack on a couple of bits of advice, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go upstairs and set up the fancy camera for this. I'm just gonna share with you because it's behind the scenes. We're raw. We're organic. It's fine. It's cool. If you haven't done so already, like this video and subscribe to this channel for more tips and tricks for the modern day bride, and be on the lookout for that special announcement that Dave with Amaria Productions and I were talking about a little bit earlier. And until next week, bye guys.